in the shower, and I kind of sneezed or I coughed or something happened. I'm not really sure. And I started to feel funny, really, really funny. So funny that I just had to get down on my bed, and I just had to lay down. And I was like, never, I just usually, get my hair dried, brush my teeth, all that stuff. And then I got up and I said, I gotta put my pants on, that's a big part of my day, And, I got up and I started to kind of limp a little bit. Got into in the closet and I fell over. I was like, what happened? I don't even know what happened. And then I kind of picked myself up again and I got my, pants on and I couldn't move again. And it was just, whoa, I didn't even know what happened. So I got myself back into my bed and I couldn't really talk. That was another thing that I, usually would, call out to my wife or the kids or whatever and say, I need help or whatever. I couldn't even do that. So my wife and the kids were downstairs. They were waiting for me to drive to school. They had to come up and open the bedroom door, and my wife was like, oh, what happened? And I just said, I could only say, okay, that was about it. It's kind of, so she got on 911, called, and she got a hold of the EMS team, and they were there in, I don't know, 5 minutes or whatever. It was like super quick. My daughter Riley was here, and she helped them in, and the EMS team was just amazing. They helped me out into the ambulance, and they obviously they realized that I had a stroke. So they called ahead to St. Joseph's, which is about a 20-minute ride. I got to St. Joseph's, and they were already there. They already knew that I was coming. They had the CT scan ready to go, it was just amazing. They are my lifesavers, really. I don't know if probably wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for them. So I don't know, whatever. I went to Leahy Clinic after they gave me the TBA treatment, and went there, and they were ready for me there too. It was just it was about a 35-minute drive down Route 3 to Leahy Clinic, and they were all there, and my wife kind of came down. She was driving behind the ambulance, and they were so quick to get me in and to get the surgery, for the stent that they placed in me. My wife didn't even park the car yet. She was still in the parking lot, and they said, we're going to bring him in and we're going to have the surgery right now. We need you to sign off on it. And she did. And I don't really remember too much of that day, but I do remember seeing Dr. Choi and Dr. Burns. They were the two of the doctors that and Dr. Choi was, he was the one that did the stent work. It was great. And he kind of, after I went through the surgery, and he told my wife, I don't know, I never even, I don't even know how he's going to be when he comes out of here. I did, have trouble talking. I still do a little bit, and my right side was still a little weak, but within 2 or 3 weeks, I was back. I couldn't really talk too much when I was in the hospital. I stayed in there for about a week, when you go to the hospital, I mean, you guys all know what a hospital is. Usually they, I started to eat like the Monday or Tuesday after I was there for a couple of days, they always had to ask me what my name was and what my date of birth was, because that's like, you know, what they want to do. Because that's, you know, so I said, you know, Art Morris, but I couldn't do my date of birth. That was just like a weird aphasia that I had from my stroke, and I just couldn't, so I had to say 10/11/74, and that was my, you know, date of birth. And it took me, I don't know, a couple weeks to really come around, and I could actually say October 11th, 1974, or whatever. So that was just like the different things that I had to go through. I wanted to, you know, call out my speech therapist, Caitlin Chambers. She wanted to come, but she couldn't. But she was, you know, instrumental in getting me to back up here so I can actually talk to you guys and tell you guys like how my experience went. And she was, you know, I just got done with her about a month ago. You know, she got me through all the different, you know, those pictures that stroke patients have to go through, like the different, there's a scene with a mother, it's like that. It's like, yeah, with the chair and it's all, the water's flowing over the city. And when I first got in there, I had to do that one, and I couldn't even, you know, get through that, you know, and then by the, you know, she pulled that out at probably one of my second or last classes, and I was able to, you know, list everything, tell her exactly what was going on, all that stuff. So, I mean, she was a really big part of my recovery. I'm back at work. I'm working about 20 hours a week now. So it's been going great. And I'm just going back to what I was used to do. You know, everything's, you know, it's jiving, it's good. You know, it's good. So.